The fencing community overall is super tight across the U.S., across the world, but in Atlanta in particular, the fencing community is super diverse. Fencing in Georgia is mostly club, so outside of school, but within every fencing club you see a wide array of many different ethnic backgrounds, and I think that's one of the things I enjoyed most about fencing growing up.
The fencing community is very different, I think, in California, in Cupertino specifically, than it is in the rest of the U.S. A lot of the people at my club are from, Indian origin or Asian origin, which is not as common because the sport is predominantly white across the country, so it's really cool to see that diversity in Cupertino.
So Toronto is a very multicultural city. I think it's like one of the most multicultural cities in the world. So there were people of like all races. It was a really diverse community for me. I think that might not be the case for fencing in general, like in the States or like in Europe, because it's a very Eurocentric sport. But for me, it was like a very diverse community.
So while I was in Singapore when I started, I went to an American school, and that was great because there were other American kids who had also lived abroad for a couple of years. But I found it very difficult to break into the actual Singaporean community. Fencing has given me so many different things, and the ability to travel and go different places is definitely one of them. Going with my mom, it would be great. We get to fence, but also have the opportunity to be tourists for like the day. And also it was a great opportunity to bond with different fencers, both from the US and different countries.
Honestly, my experience abroad has been amazing. I love traveling, I love seeing all these new places, and they're always exotic. They're never these like really famous cities. You always go kind of inland with little to no context of what's going to be in the country, and it's amazing to experience everything out there.
Get to see a lot of different cultures and like meet a lot of new people. I've met a lot of international fencers and like I'm friends with them, so it's nice to have that international community as well.
I got to practice with the national team in Singapore, and it was really great to have that sort of international experience while I was there. So a very diverse fencing community, definitely.
So traveling with the U.S. team, I went to all over Europe, went to Poland, Hungary, Germany, and again, that is one of the most wonderful parts about fencing, is that it's something that brings people from all different cultures together, and that when you enter that fencing gym, there's a certain level of mutual respect that comes, and it's very friendly between fencers from all different countries. I have great friends with the French team, Italian team, and again, that is one of the wonderful things about fencing, is how diverse it is, but yet so close it is.